Welcome to another segment of Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ledke, and I'm up here at Homestead Building Supply that in the near future is going to change to, as I understand it, OK Lumber. And I'm here with Jerry Mitchell, who's the current manager here at Homestead. Hi, Mitch.
Hi, Hank.
How you doing?
Not too bad.
And so I know I haven't heard a lot about the changeover. I know that I understand you're still going to be here.
Yes, I am.
And I know that Homestead had decided to close the doors on their three operations they had yet here in Minnesota, and they're based out of South Dakota, right?
Right.
And now with John Olson, his son, and Kent Ketter have purchased the business, and they will actually be taking over at what point?
They'll be taking over December 1st.
All right. And I've heard, I talked with John Olson on the phone, and he said they're looking to expand the operation and to continue business in the community and work with builders that Homestead that you have built business with.
Yes, that's what they plan on. And I guess, as far as I know, they're going to expand the hardware. I've heard they want to build another office in the building and go from there.
Now, how does this affect you personally? Just having a new boss, maybe?
That's about it as far as I know right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
Now, are you going to continue with your same line of tools?
I guess that is up to them if they sign with the same hardware company that we're affiliated with yet now. They got a meeting, I know, with the people, so we'll see once it happens.
Well, I know you've been here how many years, Mitch?
Oh.
Can you count that?
A long time ago.
Yeah, because I know you worked here when Herbie Nunn was here.
Yes, I did. I worked for him for 5 years.
And was that under Wilcox yet then, or?
Just 1 year of it.
Yeah.
I started in August of 1970.
So you've been here over 40 years?
Yeah. And
still haven't found your way home?
No.
Well, change at times is good, but, I'm glad that things are going to continue somewhat along the same line because people are used to seeing you in here.
Yeah.
Especially after 40 years.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe that, but Mitch and I went to school together. And that wasn't much more than 40-some years ago either. I'm
younger than he is, though.
Yeah. You're about a month. But, I appreciate, I know I do a lot of business here with you guys, and I try to encourage more people in the community in the area to do business here because your local businesses are what keep the local economy going. Every dollar that goes in here to local businesses circulates in the town, they figure 8 times, I believe. Yes,
and I think with the new owners, they've got a game plan going where I think it's going to succeed pretty easily. This is a very doable business, and they will, with their planning and stuff, we should have a very, very good business.
Well, in the city, and the EDA are looking at some projects too, and I know we'll be doing business here too on those. So, with that, though, I appreciate you being on the show, Mitch.
Thank you.
And we look forward to continuing doing business here in the future.
Thanks.
And as long as my charge account's good, we're all right. So, and with that, we'll be right back with another segment of Spotlight on Frazee. Welcome to another segment of Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ledke, and I'm here today with John Dermody. Hi, John.
Hi, Hank. How are you doing?
Tremendous. And we're down here in front of the Frazee Event Center, and we're here today to talk about Talent Showcase 5.
That's right. A week from, let's say November 11th, Thursday night. Mm-hmm. It will be on the actual original date of Armistice Day, and we will have a tribute to veterans as we always do during our November show.
Mm-hmm. And now I understand this year we're going to be, the show is going to be an hour and a half?
Yes, school conferences are going to run a little late into the afternoon, early evening, so we're starting at 7:30 and we'll try to get done around 9 or 9:10. In the past, it's always been 7 to 9. So we'll have a program, I think, right now it looks like it'll be 12, 14, 15 acts. I believe at last count I've got 11 already, so there's no problem. It's going to be a good diverse group again, like we've always had. Although, much to my surprise, at this moment, we have no dancers. So,
yeah, I don't think you and I are going to make it in the dancing department. I think about one twirl and both of us, our legs and knees will be out.
Our wheels aren't what they used to be. In fact, they never were what they used to be, or you know what I mean anyway.
Yeah, you know, they always sound better. I was a lot better in the past now than I really was.
And as they say, nostalgia ain't what it used to be.
No.
Talent Showcase 5, you're getting a cap. I have one from Talent Showcase 3. We've put them out every time. The reason you and I have the brownish ones is because people say we have kind of a beige personality. But it's going to be a fun night. The usual refreshments. We will be giving away lots of DVDs, caps as door prizes, and a few other things. T-shirts, I believe.
Cookies.
Well, the cookies are part of the refreshment, and we always have 1,000 cookies made, and the kids help us scarf those up pretty good. And of course, lemonade and coffee. It's not fancy, but it's a lot of fun. We will have a barbershop quartet. We'll have at least 3 different guitar vocalists. We will have a poet this time rather than a storyteller. And some of our poetry will, not just her poetry, Jean Saylor's, but some of the other will be aimed at the Veterans Tribute. And then we'll have, I'm still looking for an instrumentalist. In the past, we've always had a couple horn players, flute players. I'd like to have a dancing bear who plays harmonica at the same time.
and pedals a unicycle.
Yeah, right, and jumps school buses. We can't do it.
Well, you know, and also I know, much to our chagrin, you know, like you said, we don't have any dancers this time, and
we'll get some by then. Yeah.
But the cloggers aren't going to make it.
No, one of them is in the hospital, and I hope she gets well real soon. But the other girls are working on a future act. They'll probably be back in March.
Okay, well that's great, and I wish we wish the lady well and hope that she has a speedy recovery. Those ladies, if I had the energy, I don't think I ever had the energy that they do.
Well, if you and I had the energy, we could power this city.
Yeah. Well, John, I appreciate you being on the program talking about Talent Showcase 5. Now, you people out in TV3 land, November 11th, 7:30 to 9, down at the Frazee Event Center. Come and see John and I and everybody, and bring the family. Enjoy yourself. It's a good deal. Proceeds will be going to our Ministerial Association?
Yep, Ministerial Association, yep. They do good work.
All right. And with that, we'll catch you next week on Spotlight on Frazee.